Okay, so the last two times we met, we went over your current reality and we talked about your goal of wanting to increase student engagement and collaboration while also increasing use of not just use of technology, but creation of technology. And we decided that you're going to use that through STEM projects, and I gave you two checklists on effective thinking prompts to increase the engagement and the STEM checklist I created. And then you implemented the strategy through your Cell City project, which in the past you have only done with just pencil and paper, but this time we amped it up and to include the engineering design process to make it STEM. So I gathered data while I observed you on student progress towards the goal.
Hey, how'd they do?
Well, first of all, I gave them a survey. After I left the room, I gave them a survey and collected it. I asked them, they had to give me a rating on a level of 1 to 5. And the questions I asked them, for each question they had to give me on 1, the lowest, 5, the highest. I asked, I was engaged in today's lesson. I worked well with my group. I utilized technology in class. I created technology in class. And I am enjoying the Cell City STEM lesson. And every student either selected a 4 or 5. So there was definitely student engagement. Some notes I took while I was observing, the groups were collaborating and brainstorming together. They were all working together and engaged. They were using their Chromebooks not just for research, but using Minecraft to actually build their prototype of their cell analogy for each of the different parts of the cell, all the different cell parts, okay? I also gathered data using the checklists that I gave you while I modeled those. And for effective thinking prompts, I checked off every one. Your little video that you showed beforehand on the zooming in of the person and zooming in,
All the way to the atom.
Yeah, all the way down to the atom, even the quarks. It was provocative, it was complex, personally relevant, positive, and inspirational, short, and appropriate for the content. They were definitely engaged. They were definitely, wowed. For the STEM checklist, you were definitely the facilitator this time, and you were not lecturing. They were focused, and they were doing the work in building and designing, okay? You utilized the engineering design process, and you reinforced it. They were using their STEM journals. They were producers of technology, not just consumers. They were actually using Minecraft to create a cell city, which was an analogy of an actual cell. Confirm direction to make sure that we're on the same page. What do you feel like? Do you feel like you met the goal that we created?
I do. I mean, we finally got to the point where I was able to incorporate, some technology, make use of Minecraft, even though I don't totally know everything about it. I can't play it as well as the kids do. It was helpful. It was a good tool for the kids to use, and to be honest with you, they know more than me. So you talk about being a facilitator, that was truly it, where you're just giving them a platform, directions, what to do, and it was pretty good.
Okay. So do you feel like you want to continue using this practice, or do you feel like you want to choose a new goal or take a break?
No, we're going to continue. Because it looked like the kids were having fun while they were doing it, engaged, and that's really what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like it was a huge success. I mean, I feel like there were kids that maybe normally were the ones who kind of sit back and were quiet, and everyone was engaged.
But they couldn't do it because their group pulled them in.
So what kind of roadblocks did you run into?
Not really any. I mean, the only ones we had were, just kids not having Chromebooks, but they were able to work together as teams, and they were still active.
Okay, and did you have anything that surprised you while you were implementing the STEM?
Just really seeing even the kids that try to sleep every day, that type of kid. And even they were going because they didn't really have a choice if they wanted to stick with the group.
Okay, and what did you see or are you seeing that shows that this strategy that we chose together is successful?
Well, the kids really had to think, I guess you'd say, outside the box. I guess you call it more a critical thinking skill, where they had to perform for themselves without, just copying what I've given to them. It's like, how are you going to interpret it and go from there?
And so we want to continue using the same strategy, and I think that the goal that you chose was excellent, and I mean,
use it again next year.
Absolutely. Steps. We have 2 more STEM walks coming up in January and March in order for our school to become STEM certified for Bartow County. And then next year, we'll be working again on using STEM to become state certified. So I think that it's great that we're keeping your goal. And so it's not just going to be successful for you, but it's going to be successful for our school and becoming certified. And then in addition, we have some more professional development sessions coming up with the STEM Innovation Academy. And that's both going to be helpful for us for utilizing STEM in the classroom and focusing more not just on technology use, but creation, just like you did with your lesson in which kids were using Minecraft to create STEM. So I think that this was awesome. I think that, and I want to thank you so much for working with me and helping me to help you. And I hope that you gained a lot of knowledge and insight, and we will continue working together for you to accomplish your goal and continue to see more student engagement and technology use.